The question I get asked the most is it packed? Guys, as of 8:30 tonight, it is officially packed, and that's not normal for a Friday night. I'm at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas for the 22nd week in a row, and I'm here to accomplish 5 things. Check on the Project 2027 site, check on Kid Flash to see if it's testing, check on Chupacabra and go ride it to see if there's new theming, get another fuel rod, and go live on TikTok for a record-breaking 2 hours in a row and hit 3,000 followers on TikTok. But actually first, we gotta have our good news break.
Good news for Nevada residents. A new theme park called Retro Escapes is being planned for Las Vegas. According to Attractions magazine, Retro Escapes will be the world's first nostalgia park. It will feature a time travel portal that will access different lands based on American pop culture. These lands will be themed to the 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, and feature a Tomorrow Zone, which sounds like something straight out of a Disney park. This park will be designed by PGAV Destinations, who have worked previously on attractions such as Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, Manta at SeaWorld Orlando, and Cheetah Hunt at Busch Gardens Tampa. They've also worked on full parks like Aquatica and Discovery Cove in Orlando and SeaWorld Abu Dhabi. The centerpiece of this park will feature something called the Fountain of Youth, which will double as a venue for nighttime spectaculars. Now, nothing is set in stone for this park, and construction has not begun. So as of right now, I would say let's not get our hopes up yet. There is no word on whether this park will have roller coasters or not. The owners are Daniel Leo Jr. and his father. Good news for fans of Six Flags Over Texas. More track has gone vertical for Tormenta Rampaging Run. And for those of us who signed the piece of track on Media Day, now we know where it will stay forever. It looks to be just before the final brake run. And that's not all. Jeffrey Siebert shared a picture of a large red crane on site this week, so we can expect to see a lot more vertical construction before the end of October. Good news for theme park fans in Austin, Texas. Coda Land unveiled concept art for their full theme park last month, and they're saying that it will feature about 30 rides. Thanks to Thrill Nerds, we've seen some testing going on with Circuit Breaker, and the park has also shared some construction updates themselves on other attractions such as the Log Flume. It still looks like 2026 will see the grand opening of this park. Good news for fans of Rocky Mountain Construction. They showed off a new model in brochures at the IAAPA Europe Expo. This new design is called a Split Rex coaster, and it looks to be of giga proportions. While no Split Rex orders have been placed yet, RMC's website does show 2 wooden coaster retrack projects currently under construction. One of these is in the United States, and the other one is international. And finally, good news for SeaWorld San Antonio fans. Last week, their newest roller coaster went vertical. While nothing has been announced yet, it does appear to be the same ride type as Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge at Busch Gardens, Virginia, and Phoenix Rising at Busch Gardens, Tampa. You can see my construction update through the suggested video link at the end of this video, and I'll continue to bring you new construction updates on this coaster until it opens next year.
Today is Friday, October 10th, and the haunted houses are $30. I have not seen them go back up to $35 on a Friday since that opening night on September 6th. It is very crowded here, guys, at the front of the park at least. There was a ton of people waiting to get in, but that's why you have a prestige pass and you just take the VIP lane, because no one was over there. And I did bring the sunglasses today so that I am not blinded in the sun. Over here, just outside of Cliffhanger, and they have the gate open to this back area. It is usually closed. So we already broke a record today, fastest time to get recognized. I wasn't even in the park. The security guy who checked my ID was like, "Hey, it's my favorite YouTuber." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's me, thank you." Outside of Trader Six, they have another one of these scarecrows. This one's not holding a lantern, but I saw in other videos, they are holding lanterns. Checking on the Project 2027 area, those two black things that I mentioned last time are still there. They have not moved. And I do see the green markings still on the ground. See if that bird dropping is on the other side of this. Oh, I think they flipped it. They flipped the sign. Because that's the little thing that I always remember on the sign. So yeah, Fund Under Construction sign is still the same. I'll try to scoot backwards and see if there's anything new. Up here at the top of Big Bender and Whirlpool, and it looks like no, I still don't see anything new. So now we'll come around to the edge of the train tracks and try to see if there is anything different behind the fence. And Roadrunner Express is open, so I'm gonna ride it today to get a better view, but looks like the same valves and stuff are there, same as last time. Let's go in the queue line. Now there is a line on Roadrunner today. There was no line the last time. Oh wow, Iron Rattler looks to be closed. I'm gonna go check on that right after this. All right, the second train is back in the service area. Oh no, Iron Rattler. Bruh. RIP, buddy. Well, it's pretty quiet over here, unfortunately. No word on if this is gonna open today, but the maintenance shed is open right there. The train, at least one of the trains is in there. The other train is in station. One thing you can hear though, is that final effect in Saw, the dude screaming in pain. It will not stop. Roadrunner Express was great. There was no updates at all on the two water slides. Everything looked the same as it has for the last 3 weeks now. But overall, Roadrunner is kind of shaky. There's just one really crazy jank moment. And in front of me, the line for The Conjuring is crazy. So it is 6 o'clock, about right now. They're letting people in any minute now, and there's a line. There has not been a line like this on Fridays. Here's another one of those scarecrows. I notice it does not have a lantern, but I think some of them do. I'll keep checking. And Iron Rattler is for sure closed, probably all day. They do not know if it ran earlier today. They also don't know if it will be opening before the park closes tonight. They said it would be at least a couple hours. Yikes. Gully Washer always looks like a good time. I noticed a lot of those rafts had people sitting all along the same side, and that's not very good. That means you'll always hit the waves in certain parts and get soaked. But if you rotate evenly throughout the raft, you won't tip to any one side. Also, if you want to go viral on social media by filming some of the rides here, make sure you film Gully Washer or Supergirl Skyflight, because that's what works. I forgot to mention this, but last week I noticed that Miss Kitty had another one of her train cars back. She has 4 now. She was running with 3 for, I think, 2 weeks. Over here at Kid Flash in the DC universe, which is also known as the land of copyrighted music, bruh, I don't see anything new with Kid Flash. I don't see any new wires tucked in that weren't before. I see the box on the ground over there is still on the ground. And some of the other things inside there, like the flip-flops, are still there. On the other side of Kid Flash now, again, I don't see anything new, but I do want to point out some of the areas where the track has been shaved down. You can see an area right here with some rust-colored area. That's normal. That helps the ride run smoother. We're here in Rockville at the same fuel rod station that worked last time, and look, it is not working today. Now I'm over here by Bugs Whitewater Rapids. In the back of Kid Flash, I don't notice anything new. But through the trees here, there is a Lincoln Electric generator of some sort. It could even be used for welding. Would not be surprised. If that's the case, I would assume it was used on Kid Flash. You guys know the drill by now. I gotta eat some chicken tendies at Sangerfest because I'm about to go live on TikTok. Okay, this is better than last time. Chicken, a little on the lighter side, but the potato wedges, that's a proper serving. And everyone keeps commenting, hey, you know you can pull the sides of this thing out so you can get more sauce in there. Yes, I am doing it now. Good news, over here by Wicked Hollow, this fuel rod dispenser is working. So we're gonna swap. And it's gonna be $2.17. And just like that, we got a new one so that we can go live all day long and my battery will not be depleted.
2 hours later.
All right, so good news. I just finished all of my things I wanted to do today. I just hit 3,000 followers on TikTok. Thank you guys so much. There was like 43 new followers from that TikTok live. So 3,000. I never had 3,000 followers on anything. Thank you so much. I'm noticing some things around the park that just don't seem right. Like this gate is the second gate I've seen that's just wide open. And I could just walk back there. I see people taking a break. The question I get asked the most is it packed? Guys, as of 8:30 tonight, I want to say it is officially packed here at Fiesta, Texas. The lines for most things are not crazy, but there are some rides that usually have no line. They now have a 10 to 20 minute wait, and that's not normal for a Friday night. Like Spinsanity, for example, it's got a line. You'll be waiting 10 minutes for that. They also have a ton of fog tonight. I can't see very well where I'm going. Another ride that has a very long line right now is the Crow's Nest. Switchback, it's completely full. And this thing takes forever to cycle. I don't know, that's probably a 25-minute wait. And unfortunately, there is no update on Hurricane Force 5. No updates at all. Everything looks to be in place just like last week. But I noticed something that makes no sense to me. I'm gonna show you over there. Here's the line for Pirates of the Deep Sea. Definitely longer than normal. This was the area I was talking about with Hurricane Force 5. There's nothing here. I could just walk right up to the ride and walk in earlier. But as of now, they did close this wooden gate. That gate was wide open earlier, and I could literally just have walked right through onto the ride and fallen off. People, 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 people for the Ferris wheel. There's even a line for Daffy's Bus Stop and Taz's Tornado. You can see just how the crowds look here. Just a steady flow of people everywhere. While it's no surprise that there's not much of a line at all for Cinema Slasher, there has been a line for the Haunted House wristbands here at this yellow booth. The line was about 15 people long earlier. I waited in a funnel cake line a little longer than this. Last year, it took 50 minutes to get the funnel cakes. Ugh. You can see there's a line for Supervillain Swings as well. Completely full there, and then in the queue line there's people. For Joker, Carnival of Chaos, no surprise. Line is all the way right here to the front. That's probably a 25-minute wait. Line for Supergirl Skyflight, pretty long. This is the longest line I've seen all Fright Fest long for a haunted house. This is for The Conjuring. Probably 40 to 50 people in line. Line for Cliffhanger's fairly long. There are a ton of people waiting in all of the benches right here. Well, good news, Iron Rattler reopened. Bad news is there's about 50 people coming out of the end, so it might have gone down again, judging by how many people just came out. You can see right here, it looks like it's all the way down to the ground. Look at all the people coming in from the Fear Acres area. Again, guys, you see everyone lounging in the rocking chairs and on the benches over here. That's a sign that it is packed. If you are coming here from now on until the very last day of Fright Fest, expect huge crowds all 3 days of the week, and probably Monday, Columbus Day as well. This is beautiful here at the front of the park. I don't remember all these lights up. It looks like there's still people coming in. That's crazy. If you saw at the beginning of the video, there are lines at every entry point to get in. I've never seen that this year, but I'm usually here on Fridays, so that's why. Yes, there are in fact people coming in by the dozens. Wow, it is 9:15 right now. I almost forgot, there was one more thing on my to-do list, and that was ride Chupacabra and check for any theming. So we're gonna go on it, compare it to Great White, because I just rode that on Thursday. Let's go on Chupa Goliath. All right, guys, there's your best evidence yet. Parking lot is pretty full. Looks like they're actually parking behind the preferred parking lot. If they start parking back there behind the preferred lot, that's how you know it is really crowded. That's the second to last area they fill. The last area they fill is all the way back there, behind row 19. Now, after that ride on Chupacabra, we've completed all the tasks for tonight. And you know what? I like this more than Great White. This was running better, in my opinion. The first half is super strong. First drop feels great. First loop, super smooth. It's not smooth on Great White. That 0G roll is so forceful. You really get flung through the middle portion of it. And then the rest of the ride, little head banging here and there, but overall it's not as rough as Great White. I will be in Florida very soon for SeaWorld Orlando, Busch Gardens Tampa, and 3 Universal theme parks. Anyway, guys, like I said, at 5,000 subscribers, I'll be going live here from Six Flags Fiesta, Texas on YouTube. First time I'm ever doing that. Then at 10,000 subscribers, I'll be getting the Hennisphere logo tattooed on my body. But always remember these 3 things. No good deed goes unpunished. Follow me on TikTok. I'm sure a lot of you already are. And just like our friends at Intimate always said, when you're feeling stuck in life, push down, pull up. That was another day in the Hennisphere.